Motivation matrix, and this is to understand the connections between the different actors of a system. This is based on the motivation that each of them have for participating. So a motivation matrix is trying to find out why different people do things in the complex system. And this you could do, well, if you could each ask each actor to express what they need, that would be ideal, but you have no chance to collect all these actors, but maybe you can collect a couple of them, and maybe they know about why other people are participating. And a motivation matrix could look like this, where you have here the different types of activities or roles, like the service manager and the service center, and you can see how they relate to each other and what the motivations are for collaborating, right? So I think you could develop this if you talk to one or two stakeholders or users and try to get information about motivation of other experts in the domain, other people working in the business. A mind map. I think you know the concept of mind map. I mean, this is an example. A mind map is a good idea of exploring ideas and relations between ideas, right? So consider this visualization by putting a problem in the center and then relating it to issues and using lines to express the relations, right? So another technique you can do working in a group, and if a couple of designers work with some of the stakeholders or some of the users, you could really build a mind map that makes you understand things differently. Storyboard. I think we have had a nice example of how a storyboard works, but now you can also use the storyboards by collaborating with users, for instance, or by one of the other stakeholders. And actually we had a nice example, but this is another one. This deviates a little bit more from the movie storyboard approach, but use whatever you can to make a description that includes ideas and opinions and needs and wishes and commands from the stakeholders and the users. Storytelling. Storytelling is related to storyboard, but storytelling illustrates the solution in a story. So if you have an idea how to solve things, well, maybe tell a story about it to one of the users or the stakeholders. So looks like this. You have developed the story, and then you show the story to a user in such a way that the user, who is not the designer, or the person who is handling the packages, who is not the designer, understands what you are trying to develop. So show your development to one of the experts in the business. Okay? Character profiles. I think we had a character profile. You could work with it again, and you could make it more clear now from the point of view of the different people involved. So ask their input on it. Right? So it's not too much different, but you could now try to find out about well, how the different experts, so the users, the stakeholders, how they think about the different characters involved and the attributes they need. And personas, we have been talking about personas, but you could now try to develop personas in collaboration with the people in the field. So collaboration with users, collaboration with the stakeholders that you can reach, which well, are just part of the business, but that's what we can do. An example. Okay. So